Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend Kiki, fellow citizens, we observe today not a victory, a party, but a celebration of freedom, some as an end as well as the beginning, a satisfying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you, in Almighty God, same summon of your forebears, so I believe as a few calls ago. The world's very different now. For man holds in his more hands power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life, and yet the same revolutionary beliefs which our forebears fought ourselves an issue around the globe. They believe that the rights of man come up from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the head of that first revolution. Let the world go forth, and the time takes to find the full like. The church has been passed, the new generation of Americans, born in this century, summoned by war, to a hard-built peace, proud of our ignorant heritage, and I'm willing to witness our permit to show honoring others' human rights, which this nation has always been committed, as to which we are committed today at home and around the world. That every nation know, but it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay a price, bear a burden, meet a hardship, put a fenapole or a foe in order to show the survival of the ability. This must be pledged, and more. Those who are allies, whose cultural and spiritual origins. We share our pledge to those of people friends. United as those we cannot do in the hope of corrupt ventures. Divided, there are those we can do, but we did not meet a powerful challenge our odds ascended. To those new states whom we are to make as free, we pledge our world that one form of colonial control. Controls shall not have passed any away. May be replaced by far more iron and tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them swinging our view, but we shall always find hope, find them strongly supporting their own freedom. And remember that the past, those who furiously sought power to be riding back of the tiger, at my side, those people who inhabit the villages across the globe, struggling to make the brunt of mass misery, we pledge our best. Efforts to help themselves for whatever periods required, not because of calmness, maybe doing it, not because we seek the votes, because it is right. The free society cannot help the many who are poor, cannot save the few who are rich. So our sister, Republicans, south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds, and a new alliance of progress and assist free men and free governments, and casting off the claims of exchange of poverty. But a peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. All our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas. Let every our power know that this atmosphere intends to remain the master of his own house. That World Assembly of Civilian States, United Nations, our last best hope now in an age when the instruments of war have far placed the aspects of peace. We renew our pleasure support, free from becoming a mere forum for inactive to strengthen the shield of the new and the weak into a larger area in which we may run. Finally, to those nations who will make themselves our anniversary, to offer now pledge our request that both sides began new quest for peace. For the dark powers of destruction, unleashed by science, corrupt all humanity, and plan actions of destruction. We dare not tempt them with weakness, believing our all as sufficient. Beyond doubt can be seen, beyond doubt, that we are that they will never be employed. Neither can two great and powerful groups of nations take comfort from our present curse, both sides overburdened by constant modern weapons. Both lightly a blind body slaves of deadly atom, yet both reaching to the altar that's upper mounts of terror that season had the mankind's final war. So as we get anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always a subject to proof that there's never negotiate out of fear, but there's never fear to negotiate. That both sides of problems unite us instead of evolving those problems which divide us. That both sides, the first time from a series and piece of proposals for the inspection and control of arms, and phase proposals for the and bring the epic power to destroy our nations under the epic control of all nations. That both sides seek to evoke the wonders. Our science instead, our towers. Together as explore the stars, conquer the deserts, and shake disease up, tap the ocean's depths, ecology, arts and comments. That both sides unite to heal all corners of the earth. The command of Larish to undo the heavy burdens and let their opposed go free. And the mission of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion. That both sides only create a new Indova, might devise the power by a new rule of law, with the strong and the just and the weak secure and peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days. Nor will it be finished in the first 100 days, nor in the life of this mission. Not even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. In your hands, my fellow citizens. Not in your mind. Rest in the final success of failure of our curse. Since this country was founded, each generation of Americans have been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The gracious young Americans, who are called to the surrounding globe. Now trumpet summons us again. Now I call to bear arms, the arms we need to call a battle. Though above that we are, but call to bear the burden of the long twilight. Struggle year in and year out. Rejoicing in hope, patient and transformation. A struggle against the common enemies of men, tyranny, poverty, disease, and the world itself. Can we forge against these enemies a grand global alliance, north and south, east and west, that we can ensure a more favorable life for all mankind? Will you join in that effort, a long history of the world? Only a few generations have been granted the role of defeating freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of this world will change places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor, like our country and all who serve it, and globe in the fire we can truly light the world. As so my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. My fellow Americans, my fellow citizens of the world, ask not what my fellow citizens of the world, ask not what your country can do for you, but what together we can do for our fellow men. Finally, we are citizens of America, or citizens of the world, ask us the same high standard of strength and sacrifice. which we ask of you. With a good conscience, I'll always show the road of history, find out of our deeds. Let's go first to the road of history, the find out of our deeds. Let's go first to lead the name we love, asking His blessing and His help, but knowing that we are on earth, God's work must really be our own.